What's your name?
Jane.
Jane. Relationships. Oh, fantastic. So, mine lies. These limiting beliefs, like I mentioned yesterday, affect every area of life. Now, I used to get very nervous up on stage. And I used to get very sweaty and very anxious, and it was a very unpleasant experience. Does anyone else get very nervous up on stage? Do you get very nervous? Is this what's happening now? And then I thought, well, what's behind that? So I went to the subconscious mind, like you guys went through yesterday. I went, what is the belief causing all this anxiety? And it was this belief was, you are not who you think you are. Oh, where did that come from? My mother. Who do you think you are? Now, you say that enough times to a child and they begin to wonder, yeah, clearly not who I think I am, because you keep bringing that up. So if I come up on stage and I think I'm somebody who can talk confidently on stage, that belief fires, doesn't it? Comes up. Well, you think you're someone who can talk on stage, but you're not who you think you are. Bang, I'm not who I think I am. Nervousness, anxiety, beliefs just keep firing in the event of an experience that reminds you of the past. You're not nervous from the present. It's nothing to do with now. It's from what happened in the past. Speaking of past, what happened in your past that has this... No, you don't need to answer. I'll answer that. Don't do my job. What's the question?
Well, it's about relationships and...
It's about relationships. We've got a soft talker here.
Sorry. And how I relate to other people. I'm very shy.
We didn't get that.
You get that?
No. Okay, my sarcasm is just not required right now. I'll do my best to keep it to myself. I'll work on that. Okay, so is it in terms of intimate relationships, all relationships?
All relationships.
Okay, very quickly, her subconscious mind is coming in and talking to me because she does want to deal with this. She's really had enough of it. And this is what happens. Life is a constant unveiling of truth for you. Whether you did this course or not, life is going to hit you harder and harder and showing you up the beliefs that are not working for you. Well, we've just taught you the fast track, so you don't need to have bricks slammed into your windscreen of your car to realise the lesson. So the belief that's showing up immediately is, people won't accept me. Can you feel that? Mm-hmm. That's going to make you shy. If you believe out there in the world people won't accept you, and you've got that, remember, okay, this is subconscious, but it's ticking away. You go up and meet somebody and what you're really saying to yourself, people don't accept me. They're not going to accept me. They're not going to accept me. People won't accept me. They're going to reject me. They're not going to like who they see. They're not going to like me. That's going to make you very shy. That's where shy comes from. All these beingness, these states of being, these experiences are belief-driven. It's a program. Your beliefs are a program. And that's a program that creates shyness. We saw a program that creates this blockage in his nose. We see programs that create blockage to being an amazing parent. Now, why it has so much control over our life is because we believe it's the truth. And why we resist healing these beliefs is because we believe it really is the truth. That if I go deeper, I'm actually going to see that I'm unwanted. So as you guys feel these blockages coming up when you're clearing, for example, you might be clearing, I'm not respected or I'm not loved, and all of a sudden there's this anxiety. Did anyone feel that yesterday coming up? You go into fear. Your fear is that, oh my God, I'm going to find out that it's true. I am unloved. But guess what? All of those fears are all non-truths. None of those identity traits are the truth. Not one of them. For the simple reason that you are limitless. There's no labels. Labels are all untrue. So we go into the subconscious mind and we look at, is there any blockages getting in the way of getting past this? And there's kind of this ease at which she's become she's going to become accustomed to being shy. It's like, oh, I get to keep my own little protective layer. I get to keep in my own little cocoon. She's kind of become quite used to that. But let's have a look at what the truth is. People need to see the real you. Because the real you fills this void in this ecosystem. You have a gift to give to people. It's funnily enough, it's actually showing up as an exuberance. It's like when you get out of that shyness, your exuberance is actually very magical and powerful. It's like this, it's showing me like a fairy godmother waving their wand. As all these sparkles come out and people go, oh, I didn't need to be sad after all. You know what I'm talking about. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. Within that, behind all that shyness is a gift. Same with everyone. Behind all these beliefs, these mind lies, is a gift that every single one of you have that you're holding back. And it's been purposely put on this earth to change things. Many of you want to change the world. Stop holding this stuff back. And you think you need to go and study medicine, or you need a PhD, or you need to do all these crazy things to change the world. Just be you. Let that exuberance out. That changes the world. We live in a very self-organizing universe that puts out in the world what's needed. Bees, spiders, animals, fish, sharks, everything plays a role. You guys play a role. Let's bring another truth for you. It's the truth of I am safe. Because when you are exuberant, everybody welcomes you, don't they? You have that experience. When you pull back, what you're experiencing is other people pulling back. Okay. Now, in that space, it occurs almost like rejection. They pull back, oh, they don't like me. But all you're seeing, you've pulled back, so they're pulling back. They're experiencing, you don't like them. She's rejecting me. And all along, she thinks it's been them. So the truth is, when she's in her true state, everyone is so embracing and so loving. But there's a deeper level and a more important level. So not only are people more embracing and loving and accepting and appreciating, but you are more accepting and embracing of yourself, aren't you? Mm-hmm. When you're in that space, you're like, I'm pretty cool. I like myself like this. So it's not about whether other people receive you or welcome you or respect you. It's about you. Are you embracing yourself? And in that space, that's where she embraces herself, because that's in her truth. You cannot expect to embrace and love and nurture yourself when you're in your non-truth. That's unrealistic. It's against the laws of physics because it's not real. You can't expect to embrace and love this fictitious character. You can accept it, but to expect to love it might be a bit of a big step for some of you. But you can expect to love and embrace the real you. And that's what matters. If you can learn to love and embrace and accept the non-truth, fantastic. That's enlightenment. But just be realistic with yourself at this point. And realize that when you are in your true self, you are fully embraced by yourself and others. I think we're going to complete there, Jane.
Kim.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
That land for you?
Yeah, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, yeah.
So that will change things now?
Well, let's have a look. Let's just see if there's anything else in the way of Jane fully embracing that. She's kind of tinkering. I just see she's kind of tinkering, going, yeah, it might not. I need to put it out there. I need to put it to the test. So I'm just going to leave you with this important truth. You're not here to be accepted or embraced by anyone else other than you. So as long as you accept and embrace yourself, and the more you do that, the more your true self will come through, and the more your true self comes through, the more you'll accept and embrace yourself, That's the only thing for you to focus on. So when you go out into this room or you go out to the world, you keep that there. It's just me. I'm the only one here. It's the only person in the world.